Alright, welcome back. Some more Danganronpa 2. Background's actually a little more creepier now because it's purple instead of red. An intense survival game awaited at the Funhouse. Right when everyone had their backs to the wall. Nekomaru was killed. The barrier to the final dead room has been broken. And the ultimate weapon rises from its deep sleep. So, that's it with that. Cannot purchase any skills, sadly, but I want to try something. I noticed that I started screwing up more with cheat code on, so I'm gonna take that off. Actually, no. Cheat code's actually good. What was it that... Charisma? Maybe nothing affects the final one. That's the good one. Allows you to lock on... Is that the one that... Or was it this? I just suck at frickin' panic talk time for some reason then. Put that on, obviously. And this. Easier to push through an opponent's argument, effective during rebuttal showdown. That is going to come in handy. What about this? Okay. I guess put that on too, because we got the points. And that's it. I feel kinda good about this, besides the panic talk time. Or panic talk action, because when I press triangle, nothing happens. Nothing happens. Don't know why. Press X, it goes with the beat. Press triangle, nothing happens. But still love this music, this song. Even though people, when they hear or when they see the narrator, tutorial guy come up, yeah. They think of that guy, but I just think of it the preparation song. Not gonna be too loud still because again, I'm still recording with my niece and nephew here, and as you can tell, it is 11:55 right now. It says 11:54 on my clock, but I'll just say 11:55 on this clock. So that's a thing, and also I'm gonna be getting up like at 9:30 tomorrow. Not gonna like that, unless my parents decide not to do that, because probably be a good idea. I prefer noon to go to the fair one last time, but they're saying, let's go to the fair at 10:30. It's like, so yeah, I hate mornings, but what can you do? Let's do this. Turned up from
now
2.
then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Yeah.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
We've already heard all this, but whatever.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Like that's gonna happen.
I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go!
Thanks for reminding me.
Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
What's the rabbit made from?
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is.
I'm still wondering who the heck did it, because if they had the strength to do the final dead room while starving, I mean, that was hard enough being not hungry. Imagine starving and trying to do it.
I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Sure.
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower for Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Oh my god.
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
Sure.
Legs like those. I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
Yep, we are getting all those details right.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously.
But they couldn't do anything about it.
As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Took forever to answer.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes. One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here!
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
I can't say who did it. I can't say who done it.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
Don't say it's the frickin' hammer.
Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
No. I'm ready for the
What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You could totally tell just by looking.
Huh? You can tell by the weapon just by looking? It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably... not the hammer, although it's obviously... Let's see. Do I really have to say the frickin' hammer? The hammer does not look like the murder weapon.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer!
No!
The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
New looking hammer.
I suppose that is possible.
Meant to do that.
That's right! It was a surprise beating! The weapon is decided!
Huh? Huh? The hammer in the tower was the weapon. Like he said, it looks like that's the case, but it's
I guess
new
we should
looking.
figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
That pillar, huh?
Hey, hey!
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer
Yeah?
and beat the crap out of him!
Wrong.
No, that's wrong!
Wrong. Bang! Shot that down like a frickin' bird.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
Because I've never seen a murder weapon look so clean before.
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
With what?
Why?
And what? There's no way to dispose of the frickin' evidence. We've looked throughout the entire place. You would have found some type of cloth or something.
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
That was the lamest excuse ever.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangster? Me?
Just so y'all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Sure. Test.
I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
It's a joke, you got me.
It seems that was a waste of time.
I agree with Gundam.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
Still don't know.
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
The pillar? The actual weapon has oil on it, but if it's something at the crime scene that had oil on it, the hammer? The weapon was actually the hammer after all? After all? What the hell does that mean? Dude, the hammer's not the weapon! I just talked about that earlier! You're right. Are my bars bigger?
Crap!
This is bad. If I keep saying the wrong thing, I'm gonna be doubted. That did a lot of damage, actually.
I see!
Yeah, that did a lot
The
more
only
damage
thing
than I
with oil
thought.
on it is that broken pillar.
Fine, I won't make mistakes unless they look like they're gonna be obvious, funny things, like if an answer is Monokuma.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
Because you tried lifting it earlier?
We tried to move it, right?
Yeah, you gave that weird face. It's no use. It's barely budging. Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Trying to use the excuse from the old game.
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
So much for fancy music.
What the heck?
What the heck? But it does bother me a little. That word. Suicide. By the way, the fourth murder of the killing school life was apparently ruled a suicide. Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
I'd like to hear this.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Okay, what do we got going for us? Wire, good night button, oil on the floor, blah, 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 blah.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
Go, Sonia.
The pillar was not lifted. Beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Really?
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
The killer murdered Nekomaru by tipping over that pillar? Is that really it?
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Yeah!
No, that's wrong.
Okay, I should have went with that the first time. I thought that was it, but eh.
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Yeah.
Huh? Fragments?
But instead he was laid there. It was like he was laid there or something.
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened.
Really?
I see. That was entirely my bad.
My bad?
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already!
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling?
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Oh, Nagito wants to chime in, huh? Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You're gonna have to figure that out. Come on, tell us.
You guys, the same as usual.
Did they literally put a plus kind of X on there, like as if it was supposed to be a medical look to it?
You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
Jeez, you are so full of it this time.
What did you say? Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito. What the hell happened to you?
Seriously.
How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Oh, really?
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
I don't remember seeing an ultimate weapon. The broken doorknob? The chains? The new-looking hammer? Could he have used the new-looking hammer to break it?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly.
Are you just saying that to agree with him?
Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon. I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark davers of destruction.
Oh boy.
I see.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Because you're jealous.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the Funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the Funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Shut up.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the Funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the Funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the Funhouse.
Sweet?
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
Okay, just stop. Never mind, I don't want to hear you start speaking gangsta talk. The 2 houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. The doorknob? Broken doorknob. Strange feeling in tower. Is that even a freaking... Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is that really... It's either that or a freaking broken
In
doorknob.
truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the Funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem.
Yeah, a while ago.
Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
This whole time we've been thinking the 2 towers are the same building, but if that was the only mystery, there's no way Nagito would mention it here.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
Gotcha!
No,
that's wrong! Shooting through that testimony.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
What?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
What?
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Because I'm full of myself right now.
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down!
Sony is really onto us today.
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
What?
While we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower,
Yeah.
but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
And the bloodstains.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
And the bloodstains?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
What? Oil on the floor.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Oh crap, I ran out. Oops. As expected of a princess, she's overcoming my arguments with great confidence. I need to counter her remarks and wait for an opportunity to refute her.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved.
Oh, that's when I'm supposed to do it.
The pillar and Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Okay, I know when to do it.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Come on, come on. There we go. Whew.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly struck wielding the power of the pillar
Oh,
of the body. He
shoot.
could have moved it all.
Whoa,
Easy
whoa.
as pie. It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
That is an odd apple of an assumption. There's no way I can understand what you are saying.
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Okay, it was everything.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic
No.
Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the
Allow
Enough.
me to cut through those words!
Enough. Enough.
Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Which is what I've been saying.
Huh?
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Unless you want to clean and then get more oil somehow. All in between the time of the movement.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
Oh, also, by the way, I still have full battery. I don't know if anyone realizes that. I'm using this with the charger on it, so I don't have to worry about moving my cable right here. I got another cable that connects on this, so no more low battery during this, hopefully.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the E-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building, or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh?
This mystery ties into the secret of the Funhouse. But we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues.
Hey, Nagito.
Yeah.
I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the Funhouse.
I wish you would just tell us.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint!
Seriously.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Oh, he's trying to find out who the killer is also? Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
Because he friggin' did the dead room.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
Perform the appropriate action in order to learn a secret. Could he be talking about Monokuma Taichi? He tampered with the frickin' crime scene, of course. Life-threatening game.
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Kinda wish I'd see that still, because that was like the first thing I pointed out.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you.
How?
At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket. He's finding all sorts of gadgets and gizmos.
See? This is it.
As he said that, he showed a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird? If the Funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
The way he said that. What doesn't make sense in this picture? It's the tower, right? There's only one tower in the picture. It's what we've been thinking all along. Oh, which means it's not unnatural at all, don't you agree?
Crap!
I made a fool of myself in front of everyone again. The forest?
Here!
Should have pointed at that first.
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yet we're not on the first floor. Oh, duh.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then, this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
I see. And is that it?
Nagito said there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it. What doesn't make sense in this picture?
Here!
Oh, it was this guy? Well, I got my full health back.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle. Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it.
I thought that was what I was kind of trying to point at with the forest, but okay.
But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student.
Jackass.
Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue? Is he talking about that one time? Why, hello there, Hajime. Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up. You showed up? How did you even come in here? Maybe I teleported?
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The ceiling? It was a hatch.
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already?
Top floor. So the third floor?
No.
But the Monokuma Archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
There's a secret in the Monokuma archives? Was that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the third floor. Using the photo he took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright, let's do this. Okay, what do we got going for us? Plenty of life, of course. Almost full life, but don't have that because... Oh, what's the buttons again? X. Oh, Whoa, 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 whoa. What's the buttons again? Accelerate. Okay, X and triangle. All I needed to know. Okay, time to make the jump. Whoosh. 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 Don't hit that, please. Okay, oh, freaking hell. Oh, jeez. My face. Okay, they exist? It's a stupid question. Oh, jeez. That was a cheap move. That was a freaking cheap move. Oh, jeez. Whoa! Ooh. Ooh. Oh crap. Oh crap. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Are Strawberry House and Grape House the same building, or they're the same building? That was such a cheap move. Oh jeez, oh jeez. Please don't teleport in front of me. Okay, good. So far, so good. Freaking stupid. Well, I would have fallen if I didn't do that. Oops. I'm gonna lose so much life from this. Or Strawberry House and vertically. These are simple questions. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Whew.
It's all coming together.
Complete.
I got it. I know the secret of the Funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Yep.
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
Pretty much.
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Where's Strawberry House located? Wait, wouldn't it be above Grape House?
I see!
Yeah. Because of how high we were?
On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located.
Because we're so high.
Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap! I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
That doesn't
Strawberry
matter.
House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
Doesn't matter.
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes.
Exactly. Doesn't matter.
A quadrilateral and a hexagon. Overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the Funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd!
That stupid word.
Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
More like a stupid house with a death room in it.
Then, it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House. Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Senpai, notice me, please.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
What?
You mean a fake body?
What?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
What? A dummy of Nekomaru's body existed? Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? But is something like that even possible? No.
And hurry up, dumbass!
Okay, it should be freaking
One
obvious.
of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
No, you're the dummy.
No, that's wrong! Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Yeah, and plus the fact that, didn't we just go over this? I thought we went over this already.
Huh? Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said...
Not just that. The parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too.
Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
No.
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall.
This is true.
It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
Yeah, kind of like how Mikan worked, where she gave the wrong autopsy report.
I see. That is disappointing.
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
A device like that? A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. Really, Hajime, you're gonna go over it like this. An elevator? Ooh, the magical device called an elevator. I feel like I've seen that before. Really? We gotta do this just for that. Did not mean to do that. Wanted to press X again. I feel like I've seen one of them before. Nice. Oh crap, I should have done. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, no, the frickin' hell. Holy crap, too many A's flying around everywhere. I needed that O. freaking hell.
You must be talking about an elevator.
That was the most stupid Hangman Gambit and stupid thing to think about ever when we've been talking about an elevator this entire time. We talked about it right before going to it, saying that he wouldn't have fixed the elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
The room?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
Not anymore, because the elevator is now completely broken because of stupid Monokuma's rock.
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower?
Part of the Funhouse trick.
And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
I think so.
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
Thanks for the life lesson there, Chiaki.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
Things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. The one thing these all have in common... They were all on the floor?
I see!
Sounds like they all have that in common.
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And?
And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
Something unique about the elevator. Can only enter once. No. Only the floor moves. That's what it is.
I see!
That's what I was saying before. I thought that's what I was trying to get at.
So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Not the doors.
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
That's what I'd say.
Just for show? Why was something like that necessary?
so we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
You could say that.
Did you hear that, Monami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Swoon.
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
That's what I think.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but... seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around that doorknob. Even if you fix the button on Strawberry Hall's side, the door won't open as long as the chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all. Huh?
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower.
Yep.
Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the Funhouse.
Yep. It's gotta be one of the boys. It's gotta be.
The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
I think it would've.
It would have been a major inconvenience.
Yeah.
After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I see. Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
Oh boy. I agree. What does this mean? Just not as dramatic. The two houses are connected vertically. The position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? Did it move diagonally around? Contact elevator? No, Fuihiko's account.
If the two houses are connected vertically...
Not Akane's.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Dang it! Stupid frickin'... Okay, maybe that wasn't it. If the two houses are connected vertically, the elevator should also move vertically. Your back is getting scorched, fiend.
Damn it!
Yeah, oh, that did a lot of damage.
If the two houses are connected vertically...
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Maybe I shouldn't jump to conclusions.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning...
It's clearly contradictory.
What's
Right.
with this iron curtain of teamwork?
Seriously. With that face. So Gundam and Sonya have matching arguments. Sounds like it makes sense, but... Is that really correct? My poor health.
The two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
I got a trophy for that. Thank you!
No, that's wrong!
Wasn't that the first thing that I said, but I thought it was Fuihiko? Should have looked at the freaking thing.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Yes, you. You get to speak up for once.
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Oh, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Yes.
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees.
Just like what the screen did just now.
It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side.
I was thinking it did a diagonal sort of thing.
Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
Yep.
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Didn't I say this looks like an amusement park? Didn't I? Didn't I? What the heck? Also, let me check something real quick.